This is the Relevant Podcast.
It's episode 1062, and it's the Relevant Podcast. Here in Orlando, I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and joining me from Loverland, Virginia, is Jesse Carey.
Hello, hello.
Still on the road in the globally known destination of Lubbock, Texas, is author, speaker, podcaster Jamie Ivey.
Hey, guys.
And from Nashville, Tennessee, our very own downtown Emily Brown.
Hey, y'all.
Derek is out again this week, still on his listening tour or preview tour. Very cool thing he's doing. Before we get going, I have some questions. Jamie, these glasses you're wearing.
Oh, do you like them or not?
I like them. They are a bold statement.
Thank you.
They look like 1970s race car driver.
Okay, well, let me explain that to you. So I got a promo box that people send out when they release things, right? You know what I'm talking about. Like they send you and it has like gifts in it. Well, this
the thing that I look at and go, why did you waste $38 on this? I'm not going to promote this on my IG. Yeah.
This was in the box promoting Jesus Revolution, the movie, because this
glasses.
brand, Caddis, is what the glasses they used in the movie. And so it's like the best thing I've ever gotten in a little promo box. And I love them so much. Thank you.
I was going to say, that is actually, because usually it's like a jump drive. Like,
or a journal.
People still using jump drives.
Or it's a whole bunch of shredded confetti and like,
yes, it's
I'm
always
trying to
shredded
get the book
confetti.
out. Yeah. I'm trying to get the book out, and there's a bunch of filler in here with a bunch of junk underneath it. Yeah.
Hey, but Lionsgate not playing around. Look at these glasses.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you the best ones I've ever gotten come from the movie studios and TV networks and stuff. Yeah. You get a Nat Geo box promoting something. That's going to be some good stuff in there. Yeah.
Good stuff. Anyway. Good stuff. You guys, I have a question for you. Okay, so I flew to Lubbock this morning. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
They have an airport in Lubbock, Texas?
Yes, it is here.
I thought you would have to get there by stagecoach.
I was sitting on the plane, seat 9D, and in 8C,
so 90? That's a big plane. 90?
9D, and 8C was a man, and he had one of those new iPads with like the ginormous screen. Yep. And he was writing what I found out was like a sermon. Okay. So he's writing out this sermon and I can clearly see it. I read his entire sermon as he was working on it. Like I couldn't stop reading it. And I was wondering if you guys were sitting next to someone with their computer, if you would read it or would you look away because you felt like it was their personal privacy?
No, I'm reading it. I'm reading every word. I'm editing it in my head.
Yep.
We're reading it.
Because here's the thing. You're making the choice. Airplane is a very unnatural environment. When else do you sit that close in proximity? Literally, your arms could touch someone. And a complete stranger for hours and hours on end. A lot of people don't even acknowledge the person. I mean, if you're making the choice to pull out some giant electronic device that is within someone else's field of vision, I'm sorry. Like, we're all human beings. What do you want me to do? Like,
I'm not sorry.
Literal blinders? Yeah, exactly. I've worked on planes plenty of times. And I fully expect people near me are reading over my shoulder. I mean, and I also assume they're very impressed.
It's why I have a hard time working on planes. I'm like, I have a hard time working on like work because I'm like, I don't need these people in my business. It makes me nervous. I feel all vulnerable. And this poor man, he doesn't even know it. I read his entire message.
And so he's sitting on the aisle on the left. You're sitting on the aisle on the right, and he's one row ahead of you. So you're seeing literally everything.
I have yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I have the worst. I have two terrible stories. The worst one I just told Emily recently. So
I'm nervous.
Back in 2008, I get an email from Rick Warren. He's now a mentor and a close friend, but I didn't know him at the time. And he just said, "Hey, do you want to go to Rwanda with me on Monday?" And I'm like, "Yes, let's go." I've never met you, but yes. And so life is busy. 4 days later, I'm on a plane going halfway around the world. And we're going, it's 10 years after the genocide. He was doing a lot of work with the government and the churches there. It was an amazing couple of weeks that we spent there. But I didn't know anything about the story of Rwanda other than I know they made a movie about this. And so Emily will tell you, I don't prepare for things. I show up and dive all in, but I'll say yes, but I don't prepare.
Yeah.
And so I'm on the plane going from Amsterdam to Kigali, Rwanda, like the final leg, which is like 12 hours. And I'm like, okay, I need to like figure out or learn what the situation is in Rwanda. So I pull out on my laptop, I had downloaded Hotel Rwanda. And so I'm like, I'm going to watch Hotel Rwanda on the way to Rwanda, and that's going to educate me. I am on that aisle seat watching Hotel Rwanda and did not know that it would be depicting the slaughtering of Rwandans on this movie.
Cameron.
So, listen, surrounded by Rwandans flying to Rwanda.
Yes.
And I'm like, it was the most uncomfortable. I could not believe, I didn't know what to do. I'm lowering the laptop screen to like not let anybody see over my shoulder. I didn't know what to do, but I need to push through and like learn. Anyway, the whole thing, Hotel Rwanda is a actual hotel called the Hotel Mikoline. The whole thing is based at the Hotel Mikoline. I land in Kigali and didn't know anybody, didn't know the group I was meeting. I was the last person on the trip. They're all staying at one hotel. I had to go stay at a separate hotel by myself, get in the cab, and it drives into the Hotel Mikoline. I ended up staying at Hotel Rwanda after the most uncomfortable plane ride of my life, watching Hotel Rwanda with a bunch of Rwandans. So number one, don't watch movies on the other one was I was up in first class, like by the bathrooms. I was on the aisle, and I one morning was watching Marley and Me at like 8 a.m. for some reason. Mm-hmm. And people are like lined up waiting for the bathroom. And I am sitting there in a full sob,
bawling.
just like ugly bawling, just nasty, ugly bawling at like 8 a.m. People are sleeping. They're having mimosas. And I'm like, watching Marley and Me as people are still lining up for the bathroom. So all that to say, don't get the aisle seat if you're going to watch junk on your computer or write sermons.
Here's the other phenomenon, because Jamie, I think you're totally in the right here. I don't think anybody has any problem with reading the message, and hopefully it had something in there for you. Hopefully you were moved and you were able to apply the lessons from that.
Did you give your life to the Lord? Yeah.
But the other thing is, like, I can scroll through, especially on flights on airlines that still have like the back of the seat, TVs, not like your mobile devices. I'll sit there Delta, and spend, JetBlue. Yeah, I'll spend like, I don't know, half hour just scrolling, just laying out the options. Okay. And a lot of times I'm like, yeah, I'm probably just going to listen to a podcast. That's probably 90% of the time. I scroll through it all. But even if I select something, I will always find myself looking at someone else's screen, watching a movie. Like, I'm jumping in halfway and I can't even hear it, but I am enthralled by what is happening on their screen. And then I'm like, well, I should have chosen this movie. This movie looks awesome. Why did I do it? And it's like, if I go and turn that movie on, they're going to know I've been watching it on their screen at that point. And that, and then it's just going to be uncomfortable. Do I just pull off the movie and just kind of look at them and be like, yeah, thanks for the recommendation, or I don't know. It's very uncomfortable. I think there needs to be more conversations about this.
None of my seatmates turned on Hotel Rwanda on
the
way to Kigali.
They lived it.
Oh
my gosh, it was their documentary. Poor guys.
It was the worst airplane experience ever, or most uncomfortable. Anyway, so did you learn anything in his sermon? Was it a good
great.
sermon?
I wanted to tap him on the shoulder afterwards and be like, hey, I believe in you. Like, it was literally like a hard message too. And I was like, go for it, brother. You got this. Like, it was, I was in it. Yeah. It was great. Yeah, I know.
So 8C, he wasn't in first class, so he's a good guy.
No, we were right behind it. Yeah.
So that's good. So he's a good pastor. He's using the church's resources wisely. Because if he's in first class, I'm like, prosperity preacher right there.
Well, maybe he flies a lot and he gets upgraded. I get upgraded all the time. I was in first class this morning on the first leg. So there you go.
Wait, you had a layover to Lubbock?
I can't get anywhere out of Austin without a layover. I had to go to Dallas. It was like 40 minutes up to Dallas, 40 minutes over to Lubbock. It's terrible.
It's like Nashville.
It's literally terrible.
There's no directs from Nashville to anything. You have to go to Atlanta.
So I'm up at 4 a.m. this morning. It's ridiculous.
Ugh. It's just insane that there's not a direct flight from Austin to Lubbock. Like that.
I know.
Yeah. That just is silly.
We're not in good standing with these Red Raiders over here. So
wreck them.
I'm assuming that's all references to Texas things.
I have no idea. The only Texas thing I know is Buc-ee's gas stations, which is what we talked about on the last show.
The Red Raiders, and they say wreck them.
Got it.
And they float, and I think this is true. I'm not a fan, and I didn't go here. I think they throw tortillas on the football field, which is weird.
I have heard that, actually. My sister-in-law went there. I think that's a thing.
Is that an act of celebration or
I actually
disdain?
don't know. I have no idea. I just know I've heard that about them. So there you go.
Texas. Well, we have a great show in store for you today. Coming up later, we talk to Mike Donehey. You probably know him as the lead singer from 10th Avenue North, but he's also a published author, and we talked to him about his new book. You don't want to miss that. Also, at the end of the show, we have a great game. You'll see. Just stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. There you go. But up next, stay tuned. It's Slices.
Yeah. Make them dance for it in the courthouse. Make a stand for it or it don't count. Be the landlord of the whole town. Put on edge. Make the judge jump and hit the 2 steps. Then make the jury come up with 2 guesses and lose interest. And then make up a new scene. Hey, hella high water, we cover for you like camouflage. And it's not over till a fat woman sing hella high. Tap dancing in my until I feel a change in my day-to-day on a daily basis. We make the love that keeps our world spinning. We make the gods our friends by cursing them. We make the wind our wings by raising your arms at the top.
You're listening to Dominic Fike. The song is Dancing in the Courthouse. I don't think they allow that. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Mercy Ships. Globally, 5 billion people lack access to surgical care. In sub-Saharan Africa, there's only one surgeon for every 200,000 people. Mercy Ships provides free, life-transforming surgeries for people who have little to no access to medical care. They help the blind see, straighten twisted limbs, remove deadly tumors, treat cleft conditions, and so much more. With state-of-the-art hospital ships, they provide safe surgery to children and adults living with treatable conditions, and it's completely free of charge. They do all this work with an all-volunteer crew of professionals who donate their time and talents. Surgeons, stewards, nurses, engineers, and more make the world a better place. Your donation today provides free, safe surgeries to people in desperate need of help. All gifts are matched, so please donate today at mercyships.org/relevant. Okay, it's time for
Slices.
All right, what do you have, Jesse?
All right, I found this interesting and relatable, and that's why I'm bringing it. No, you can find out more at relevantmagazine.com. But there's a recent survey that found that 61% of millennials, and they're classifying this millennials as 27 to 42 age range.
Can you believe millennials are in their 40s? By the way, they used to be the youngins, and now they're in their 40s. They got like now we got 401ks. They're like going to Buc-ee's and grilling out on the road trips.
On the side of the road.
Yeah, they're the ones. Yeah, they're the ones. It's millennials all along. No, but 61% maintain some degree of side hustle, which that seems very
61,
high to me.
A second job. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That seems very high to me, like just as like a number, like, wow, are you serious? But then I start thinking about, and this is anecdotal, myself and other people I know or am related to. And I'm like, no, that probably checks out. I would say 6 in 10 of my friends or family in that age range, either have a full-time job and have a couple things going on the side, even if it's not something like traditional, like, or it's not something like the gig economy, like Uber, or though I do have friends who've driven Uber and done things like that, but a lot of it's just like picking up like freelance stuff. Like it sort of has become the norm. And I saw Relevant actually talk to some of the folks behind the study, and they had kind of two perspectives on why this is the case. One is just the general economic conditions that a lot of millennials grew up with, kind of coming out of the housing crisis and now COVID and, inflation and all the other poor economic conditions. But the other one is just like, it's a generation that is sort of the last one to not really have like true job security at companies that value sort of long-term employment, like their parents and grandparents did. Like it used to be the thing where you'd go work for a big company and you just work for that company forever, and then you get some sort of like pension or something. Those jobs don't really exist outside of like government jobs or maybe like higher education institutions. And so because of that lack of job security, a lot of millennials tend to pick up extra side gigs. is this like the number is surprising, but when I think about it, I don't think it's like I said, it's like, oh, that checks out. But I haven't really determined or kind of made an opinion on my head on whether I think this is like a good or bad thing. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Like if this is or if it is either, if it's just a reality.
I feel like maybe it makes me think of like people who are using like the second gig as like a creative outlet, maybe like they're having to work these jobs that they may not love and adore, but sometimes you just have to work because you have to pay bills. And then maybe they're getting extra money in doing something that they love, or it could be vice versa. They're doing something they love and they don't get paid very much. So they're like, I got to pay the bills. I don't have a thought about it.
The study really actually, it was more the latter. It's like they just straight up like cost of living is too much, whatever. They need to just make extra money. They're not doing it because most of them are doing it because it's like, I love photography. It's like, I need to make an extra $500, you know? So it's like, they're going to do whatever they have to do. That's
I say all the time in Austin, Texas, I don't know how you graduate and then go out into the real world and live. Like, I literally don't know how.
Well, they don't stay in Austin. That's how they go to Lubbock, Texas.
They're in Lubbock.
That's true. Yeah. I do think I think part of it might be both that like, even like, you know, this idea of like doing photography. I have a lot of friends that they will do photography on the side, but they have like a main job. And ideally they'd like to do photography full time, but it's like you said, like that job security, there's something that kind of keeps them from going full time because they're not guaranteed to, you know, have photo shoots every week or weddings. Like my brother and sister-in-law, they're wedding photographers, and it took them a while to go full time because they have to like build up a client list. And even then it's like people hopefully are only getting married one time. And so it's like you use a client once.
Excuse me. Some of us, it's not our choice.
Knew you were going to say something.
I can get a frequent flyer card with the wedding photographers.
Oh my gosh.
They should have a volume discount. They should do like a Subway, like a sandwich shop sort of deal. Like after 5, you get a free wedding photography thing.
A free 8x10.
And I know that this is a random fact. In Texas, you can only be married 8 times. If you try to get married 9 times, the state won't recognize your marriage.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Every rule and every law is in place because somebody went too far.
So somebody in Texas.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody in Texas.
Where that 8th marriage went really sideways.
So
that's enough. That is enough.
The reason I know that,
7.
We got to make this official. You cannot get married more than 8 times in Texas.
The reason I know that is because I do have a great uncle who has been married 7 times. And so he has dated someone, and we were like, okay, this next one's really got to count because this is your last chance at getting married. Because my mom and I looked up, like, is there a limit on marriages? And in Texas, there is. So
you guys know I've been watching a lot of Survivor. I mean, I just have. I don't care. Make fun of me. I don't care. I'm gonna get through it all, and then I won't have any more Survivor. But I've been watching a lot of Survivor. And you know how they have to have everybody has to have a thing, like somebody like the hairstylist or the whatever. On the season I'm watching right now, one of the ladies' things is that she was married and divorced 3 times. That's the only interesting thing that they could find out about this lady is that she had failed relationships after failed relationship. And that's her thing. And like literally when they put her name on the screen, when she's doing that, you know, like talking to the camera thing, it's like Janice. Divorced 3 times.
Oh my God. But everyone else is like army vet.
Army vet, entrepreneur, pastor, divorced 3 times. Like I'm like, poor Janice. Like, come on, Janice.
Juggle. Good juggler. You know? She's like, hey, I could juggle too. Why do you use that?
Divorced 3 times. That's her whole claim to fame.
I wonder if she was like, if she pushed back on that and be like, can you guys find any other interesting thing about me?
It's like, sorry, lady, you're just really bad at relationships.
My birthday's around a leap year. I've only had a couple of birthdays. That's kind of why people find that interesting.
She's 4. Yeah, Janice, she's 4. No, Janice, you've had 3 divorces. That's your thing.
Poor
sorry.
Janice.
Poor Janice.
Anyway. All right. What do you have, Emily?
Sort of related to what Jesse was talking about is this really interesting report that came out that Gen Z is accumulating credit card debt faster than any other generation. So Credit Karma, they did a study on spanning entire generations, and overall, everyone's credit card debt is expanding. Sort of to Jesse's point, just inflation, everything costs more. So a lot of people are relying on credit card. But from this time last year to now, Gen Z has experienced a 40% increase of average credit card debt.
in 1 year.
In
Their
1 year.
balance went up 40%.
Crazy.
Yes. So they nearly don't. So, and I will say overall, they have the lowest amount of debt, but considering the fact that the oldest Gen Z is like 26, like the fact that they are just, again, like almost doubling their credit card debt is really concerning. And a lot of it has to do with inflation. A lot of it has to do with financial illiteracy. A lot of kids, their parents maybe didn't know how to handle money, so they don't know how to handle money. It's not taught in schools how to really properly budget. So they're entering adulthood, being handed a credit card and just putting everything on it, and then not knowing, I should probably pay this off.
They should probably take some note from the older generation and get side hustles.
Go get a job, 2 jobs.
Maybe, yeah.
Millennials being the older generation.
Yeah.
I remember at college, like literally you're just walking to your dorm and there was like one day there was like booths, like just sign up for a credit card. We'll give you a free t-shirt, whatever. And I did that. And then I realized I could go to Bennigan's a lot. And so I racked up so much credit card debt in college because I went to Bennigan's all the time. So I graduated and ended up making $24,000 a year at my first job. And I had all this credit card debt because of Bennigan's. So that was a wake up call to adulthood. But
I got my first credit card at a Houston Astros game the summer after I graduated. Me and my friend, we were at the game. We signed up, went to college. I racked up so much debt because this is what I would do. I would go, I would be at a bar and I would want to be like the cool person. And so I'd be like, I'd tell the bartender, all these friends are with me. I got everybody. And I would do that all the time because I was just like, I want to take care of them. I don't know if I thought I was something because I had a credit card or what. And I probably wasn't even 21, you guys. I got saved when I was 21. I had to have been like a minor buying everyone's alcohol on a credit card that I had no money to pay for. This is what's wrong with the world.
So this isn't a Gen Z thing. This is a college kid thing.
Maybe
it sounds like the numbers say that they're going up. Now, I think there's probably still more to unpack, but Cameron, I have a question. Was it a Bennigan's credit card? Was it like you have like your United Airlines like Visa? Was this like a Bennigan's MasterCard?
I got Bennigan's points. Bennigan's points. I got a free like the brownie with the ice cream on top at the end.
You get it's like you have like your own seating section, right? You get a corner booth.
Bennigan's VIP, man. That's all I wanted.
Like, would you look at this? You're entitled to a free Monte Cristo today. So.
Dude, the Monte Cristo. I have never had a Monte Cristo.
We're going to deep fry this ham sandwich and put sugar on it and bring it right out to your table, Mr. Strag. Now, I will say this. You owe us $15,000 at a 24% interest rate, compounding quite quickly.
Bennigan's was my go-to. Like I went there as much as I possibly could during college. And I remember one day sitting there in a window booth, like looking out the window at night and looking at the sign at the building across the street. And I thought, that's blurry. And I went and got my eyes checked. I needed glasses. Bennigan's has been a big part of my life. It was very sad when they went away.
I think you're the first person to ever say that.
Bennigan's was my thing in college. I loved going to Bennigan's. It was like the only thing in Tulsa, Oklahoma to do. Here's
the thing. Bennigan's, your life took an upswing when Bennigan's entered your life. Most people, that's on
the way down.
That's a notch on the. That's
branches on the tree on the way down.
It's one of the big branches. That night I ended up at Bennigan's. It's best we just don't talk about.
Their eyes were blurry. Their eyes were blurry for another reason, not because I needed glasses.
Not glasses.
Some of my poorest life decisions came after a night at Bennigan's.
It was my go-to date spot. Like I would, because like I knew what I wanted. I had order.
Once again, when people say my go-to date spot was Bennigan's, usually that's on the way down.
That's like Janice. Janice had 3 marriages. She's hitting up the Bennigan's.
Yeah. That would be your thing. Bennigan's was his thing. Like
yeah. Bennigan's. He loved Bennigan's back in the day. That's my thing on Survivor. He loved Bennigan's. Yeah. Anyway, all right. What do you have, Jamie?
Okay, so I saw this week, and I cannot even imagine being this woman. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw this. This woman, let me see where she's from. It just says a Spanish woman. I don't know what country she's from.
Well, Spain.
She was a part. Okay, sorry. Yes.
She's Spanish.
I mean, can you be from another country and be Spanish?
I mean, you're Hispanic if you're of Latino descent, but if you're Spanish, you are from Spain, right? I mean, I think.
So a Spanish woman.
Is Alec Baldwin's wife? Doesn't she claim to be Spanish? Isn't
Hilaria or Julia?
Yeah. It could be one of those situations where
yeah, that's true.
She used to visit a lot with her family. She might as well be Spanish. She can't remember.
But her family lived in Spain, so it was actually, Right.
Okay, I just saw where the story took place, and it is in Spain. Okay, so here we go. Let me start over.
Okay, I don't know her ethnicity or what country she's from, other than she's Spanish. So,
okay, here we go. Let me start from the top. Okay, a Spanish woman.
Let's just assume she's from Ireland for the sake of the story.
She's a Spanish lady from Ireland. I don't know where she's from. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. A Spanish woman finally emerged from a cave, you guys, a literal cave, after a solo challenge lasting more than 500 days. Did you catch that? This woman lived underground in a cave for 500 days. She was 230 feet underground. She went down in November of 2021. It was a project for scientists and psychologists to investigate the impact of living alone underground for a long time, and including the effect of her circadian rhythm. So she had no human contact, no internet access. I think I saw she read 60 books. She'd spent her time doing crafts and exercising. But she said that she never really knew what time of day it was because she's underground.
She doesn't have daylight,
She doesn't have daylight. And so she never really knew. She says it's not that time passes more quickly or slowly. It's that time doesn't pass because it's always 4 a.m. This feels like the craziest thing in the world. I mean, I'm surprised she didn't go crazy.
I think she did.
This is my life during the pandemic.
I mean, but you could see humans. You could see your postmaster.
You
could see the delivery guy.
But you had a sense of time.
There was the sun and the moon.
And clocks.
You're assuming a lot. You're assuming a lot that I left my bedroom for 9 months. Yeah.
Okay. Also, it says that when they came and got her, she thought it had been around 160 days and it had actually been 500.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
So
she was assuming she was in there for half a year.
See, on Survivor, what they do, on Survivor, they'll do little notches on the tree.
Yeah, but also she didn't have sun. So you just think about it. You don't even know when it's night and daytime. This is just the craziest thing. So
why did she do it?
And she said
she volunteered.
She
volunteered,
do this, right? And she actually, when a journalist asked if she ever considered giving up, she replied no. And she said, in fact, I didn't want to leave.
I have a million questions for this woman.
Well, she lives in Spain, if you're wondering.
How does she eat?
Okay, so they did say, I'll cover that. They did deliver food and pick up trash, but she had no contact. So it's probably a pulley, they would drop it down and she would send stuff up. But
right.
But there was no contact.
Wow.
Interesting.
Would you do that? I mean, honestly, after the pandemic, and frankly, I live alone. I work at home. I don't, unless I see Cohen half the time, I don't see humans most time at church. That's it. I could get down with that. I could do that.
I wouldn't do it for 2 days, you guys. I would never, ever, ever.
You're too social.
But you're talking about stripped of any sense of time.
It's not the people for me. It's the time. Yeah, it's not people.
So you have no clocks. You have no way. There's no way for you to measure the passage of time, and you have no electronics. You're just sitting there with books and Legos or whatever.
Hey, give me some Legos. I'm good. But yeah, so it's like solitary confinement in prison. I mean, your mind starts tripping out on your.
I'm just trying to think of everything that's imagine everything that's happened since November 2021 to now. She is really entering a new world. There's so many things that have happened. AI technology,
the metaverse came and went.
Even politically, there are so many things that have changed. And
Queen Elizabeth, and she came out and Queen Elizabeth was dead. That would blow her mind. Yeah.
I'd come out and be like, I'll be honest. When I went in, I wasn't entirely sure if she was alive or not.
Yeah, I thought she was 110. I thought she was dead already.
Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. What? That did not happen. Yeah.
Why did he slap him? Well, he was disrespecting his wife in a joke, but it's a joke. That's what comedians do.
Alopecia joke? What? No, but it was very dated too. It was G.I. Jane, a movie that came out 20 years ago.
It's weird.
A G.I. Jane joke caused him to slap? What? I'm going back in the cave, guys.
The world is
lower me in on the food pulley because I can't believe this happened.
Yep.
I don't want to live in a world where people get slapped over dated jokes. Yeah. All right. Well, that'll do it for Slices. There's a lot more weird stories like that at relevantmagazine.com. Go check it out. Stay tuned. Up next, Mike Donehey joins us.
It's hard to keep my focus when I'm missing your starlight. Everything is bogus when I'm missing your starlight. Ooh, what am I to do? What do I do? I don't get no wishes when I'm missing your starlight. Total demolition when I'm missing your starlight. Ooh, when I'm not with you. Some trace of the things we did still lives under magnets on my fridge. I know I should throw you out. Move on.
You're listening to Baby Girl. The song is Starlight. Well, today's show is brought to you in part by the new book, God, the Science, the Evidence. We talk a lot about faith, but how often do we talk about science in the same breath? You might be surprised to discover just how deeply the two actually agree. For centuries, science has been used to dismiss the idea of God, but today an intellectual revolution is underway. Modern discoveries in physics, cosmology, and biology are consistently revealing the same truth: creation isn't an accident. That profound reversal is what engineers Michel-Yves Bolloré and Olivier Bonassi investigate in their international bestseller, God, the Science, the Evidence. This book is a rigorous, evidence-based critique of materialism, inviting you to explore over a dozen scientific, philosophical, and historical domains. It shows that what was once seemed impossible, that science could point to a creator, is now supported by a vast and convergent body of evidence. With over 400,000 copies sold in Europe, this book is sparking a global debate. It's thoughtful, fascinating, and a powerful reminder that reason itself affirms the existence of God. Learn more and find out where you can purchase your copy today by visiting godthesciencetheevidence.com. Where our guest today is Mike Donehey. He's a singer, songwriter, and guitarist, best known as the lead vocalist for the Christian rock band 10th Avenue North. He's also a published author, and his new book is called Grace in the Gray, A More Loving Way to Disagree. We sat down with him to discuss a healthier and more loving way to engage in disagreements and debates and how to find unity in all conversations. Here's our conversation with Mike Donehey.
I would love to know what inspired you to write this.
Well, a lot of things. You know, I could say, one, I'm married, so that's given me lots of practice. I could say I have 4 daughters, so they disagree with me all the time. I could say I was in a band with 4 bandmates, which everyone disagrees. Music is terribly subjective, and so not only are you always disagreeing, but then you don't really have an objective truth you can stand on to support why your opinion on a guitar riff is better than the others, right? But I would think actually it all started, the genesis of the idea of this book started the day our band got picketed at a concert. And I went outside, you know, because they said there's a group of people picketing the concert and they're yelling at everyone that they're going to hell for listening to your music. And so I said, well, let's go outside and talk to them. This sounds fun. And I went outside and, you know, these guys are telling me I'm going to hell and I'm playing the devil's music. And I'm like, really? Me? My band? You sure you don't have us mixed up with someone else? And I said, guys, how do you feel like the strategy's going? Picketing and screaming at everyone. Are you seeing a lot of like people changing and coming to your school of thought? And they said, well, it doesn't matter. I said, doesn't matter? They said, doesn't matter. We're telling them the truth. And I walked away from that conversation going, ooh, that rubbed me the wrong way, because I've met a lot of people who would actually agree with that sentiment. That as long as I'm telling the truth, it's the most loving thing I can do. But what if the way we communicate the truth we believe is just as important as the truth we're trying to convey? And, you know, I had to find some like sort of scriptural backing for this. And so, a spoiler alert, there's 2 sentences in Paul's letter to Timothy in 2 Timothy that really is the summarization of my entire book. But he ends these 2 sentences to Timothy, and he says, "Hey, Timothy, correct your opponents." So we are to speak our position on things. But he says, "But do it with all gentleness. Perhaps God will grant them repentance leading to the truth." And that was it. That's why that interaction rubbed me the wrong way, is because essentially Paul's saying, hey, how you communicate your correction is just as important as the correction you're offering. And the reason you can do it gently, you don't have to force the issue, is because perhaps God is the one who's going to change someone's mind. And that really got my wheels turning and eventually became this book.
A lot of times we think we want to be in agreement, but it really is like you're saying, we just kind of want to be heard and like understood.
And the thing is, if everyone in your life agrees with you all the time, that's actually a scary place to be. Because deep down, you then understand, oh crap, I'm not in a relationship with anyone but myself. And all my friends feel so unsafe around me that they can't actually tell me what they really think. And I used to think that disagreement was a sign of unhealth in my relationships. And now I realize it's the proof that I'm actually in relationships. And scripturally, I think this is really fascinating because in the church especially, we often assimilate unity with total agreement. And Paul absolutely contradicts that in the book of Ephesians, because he says this little, I think this is such a funny little thing in scripture. He says, so he gave to the churches apostles, prophets, teachers, shepherds, and evangelists. For what? For the sake of building up the body into all unity. I go, hey, Paul, I've played in churches for over 20 years. Can I tell you, if you put an apostle, a prophet, a teacher, an evangelist, and a shepherd all in the same room together, they're not going to agree on anything.
Right.
And he goes, I feel like he goes, yeah, that's the point. But that's what true unity looks like.
Well, so one thing I wanted to ask about was, we're talking about having, being loving in disagreements. And I guess I just want to know, like, what is something when we maybe need to like bring up correction or bring up a disagreement with someone, what is like a healthy way to do that? And then also on the flip side, kind of what is a healthy way to receive that?
In those 2 sentences to Timothy, Paul also says, God's servant must not be quarrelsome. So the first thing I got to check is, am I quarrelsome? Which the check behind the check is, am I bitter or resentful right now? Before I bring any kind of correction, I need to check my bitterness at the door. Because as I was just listening to a thing Keller was teaching on, he goes, if you don't, people they shirk at the idea of forgiveness, especially if they're oftentimes if they're not in the Christian perspective. And they might think like, yeah, forgiveness is a good idea. It's healthy for you, but it's not necessary. And one of the pushbacks of forgiveness is if you forgive people, then there's no justice. And Keller quotes Miroslav Volf in saying, actually, unless you forgive, you cannot be an agent of justice. You will become an agent of vengeance. So before we engage in any kind of criticism or any kind of argument, we have to check our bitterness and our resentment at the door, and we have to deal with that first. Otherwise, that we will not be agents of justice seeking the good for someone. We will be agents of vengeance seeking to take out our resentment on someone.
That was Mike Donehey. Make sure to check out his latest book, Grace and the Gray. All right, stay tuned. Up next, it's Super Toy Bracket.
Was it I might kill my ex? Not the best idea. His new girlfriend's next. How I get here? I might kill my ex. I still love him though. Rather be in jail than alone. I get the sense that it's a lost cause. I get the sense that you might really love her. This text gonna be evidence. This text is evidence. I try to ration with you. No murder's a crime of passion, but damn, you was out of reach. You was at the farmer's market with your perfect peach. Now I'm in the basement, planning on my patient. Now you laying face down, got me singing over a beat. I'm so much sure. I'm so much sure. I'm so much sure.
You're listening to SZA and Doja Cat. The song is Kill Bill. If you've been on TikTok, you know that song. Well, today's podcast is brought to you in part by the new book, Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic. Author Jonathan Seidel knows firsthand how even believers can get stuck in shame and destructive habits, especially when it comes to one of society's biggest obsessions, alcohol. In Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic, he details his spiral into disordered drinking and shares the 4-step process he eventually used to break free. There's hope for alcoholics who become Christians and for Christians who become alcoholics. Find Confessions of a Christian Alcoholic wherever books are sold. What if you could change a child's life with just $10? Right now, thousands of vulnerable children in East Africa are suffering from jiggers. It's a painful, preventable parasite that burrows into their feet. Soul Hope is the only organization treating it through foot washing, medical care, and durable closed-toed shoes that protect kids long after treatment. $10 may not seem like much in today's world, but when we come together, those small gifts add up to big change. Join the 10 for 10 campaign. $10 protects 10 small toes. Visit soulhope.org/10 to give now. One small gift makes a big difference. Again, that's soulhope, SOLE, hope.org/TEN. Okay, it's time for a game that Emily has made. Now, Emily, are you playing this game or is this it's a group decision? It's a
group
3-vote.
I wrote it specifically so that I could play as well.
Oh, good.
Done. So it's called Super Toy Bracket. What we're going to do is, Mario Brothers' biggest movie of the year, Tetris movie came out, Barbie's coming up later. So it got us thinking about all the nostalgic toys that have become entertainment things, entities, IP that is bigger than just the toy itself, right? So what we're going to do is a March Madness style bracket where we have two that we're going to pit against each other. You guys are going to vote which one makes it, just like we've done with snacks. We've done this a few times. And we will ultimately crown the best toy, IP, the best toy,
let's do it.
Entertainment conglomerate. Let's do it. Franchise. There we go. Okay.
All right.
Here we go. First round. Here's the contestants. Tetris and Barbie. Which one moves on?
Oh gosh, they're so opposite.
Exactly.
I feel like it has to be Barbie. There's so much about Barbie.
Tetris is the most overrated video game of all time.
Shut your mouth right now. For those of us who like Legos.
Bold.
If it wasn't for the TI-83 calculator, which forced you to play Tetris because the only game you could play on there when you're in high school doing trigonometry, Tetris wouldn't even be a thing. So boring.
I would not have gotten through college without my Game Boy playing Tetris during big whatever talks.
And honestly, you're probably better for it than some of the classes you took. I bet you could pack a car like nobody's business.
And I do Legos still. The building little blocks on top of each other is a part of my life because of Tetris. Come on. Barbie, what'd she do? Give body issues to a whole generation?
Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe there's
that is a good point, actually.
My daughter watches Life in the Dream House on Netflix, which is a Barbie show.
Okay.
Every single day. And, I really have become fond of the Roberts family. She does have a last name. It's Roberts, by the way.
Oh, I did not know that.
Barbie Roberts.
Barbie Roberts.
Yep. And her.
And is it Ken Roberts? Because she's married to Ken, right?
No, they're just boyfriend and girlfriend. She's in high school. And they live in a dream house in Malibu because the father.
Wait, they're living together?
No. The Roberts family.
Oh, got it.
Now, Guess what the father does to underwrite this lifestyle that involves the most ridiculous camper you've ever seen? Pink Jeeps.
For a high school kid.
Pink rain. Endless vacations. Every other episode, they're on some sort of vacation. Okay. Guess what the father's profession is that he is able to, and not to mention a dream house in Malibu.
What do they have him as? Like a banker or something?
He's an advertising executive.
He's a documentary filmmaker.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no money in that.
Yeah,
see, what they're trying to do is bring some substance to the Barbie world. Like he's documentaries and he's trying. Yeah, whatever. Come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's leave Barbie.
Anyway,
Okay, so
Barbie wins.
Barbie wins, beats Tetris in your world. If I had a voting say, I would disagree, but it's fine. All right, Super Mario Brothers or Mortal Kombat? At least it's the same genre.
I've never played Mortal Kombat, so I'm.
Oh, I have.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It raised Jesse.
Yeah. Look, like I said, Mario has no backstory. Yeah, right. I mean, literally, like they had to just invent, oh, wait, so this was all because Mario wanted his father's approval? Like, are they just inventing that? Like, there is no backstory in Mario. They just made it up and just redid it the whole time. Mortal Kombat, it wasn't like I was some big Mortal Kombat fan, but when I went to Buddy's house that had it was awesome.
Was there a story behind it?
Yeah, it's a fight to the death tournament with like people that have cool powers.
Okay.
Sounds like Mario.
But there's no character development.
No. Who cares about this? Mario Brothers, biggest movie of the year, be $1 billion movie. The Mortal Kombat movie came out and it was not nearly as successful. You have to give weight to the mass appeal of Super Mario Brothers.
Well,
don't you?
It's a Mario.
Well,
and it's more family friendly, I bet.
Well, listen, before though, if we were to have this conversation like 3 weeks ago, it would be the same thing. Mario had a really trippy movie come out in the early 90s. That's was one of the biggest made film studio disasters in the modern era of cinema. So the same could be said. I'll concede that we'll let Mario pass on, but Mortal Kombat was awesome. Let's just say that.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Next one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Legos?
I'm so sorry, Cameron. I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I swear to God. I swear I will burn this to the ground if you choose Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over Legos.
Ninja Turtles. They're turtles and they eat pizza and fight crime. Like that's incredible.
We're talking about like the Lego movies and stuff.
We're talking about all of
just
it.
Legos in
characters,
general.
movies, all of it. I would turn this camera around and show you thousands of dollars of Lego sets in this office right now. It is a part of my life. Who loves Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the way Lego fans love Legos?
That is true though. Like, but you don't have like a bunch of teenage turtles around, but people will have Legos. Like,
you buy a little toy and that's
that.
This is a lifelong brand, Legos.
I remember when I was a kid, McDonald's had like the little toy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I did have fun with those. My brother and I had fun.
I was a big turtle fan.
I will burn this to the ground.
They were huge for me.
I don't have a vote, but I will burn this to the ground if y'all don't choose Legos over Teenage Mutant.
Are plastic bricks you can clamp together.
And they hurt like HE double hockey sticks when you step on them in the middle of the night.
I swear. Emily, did you put a super vote in this game? Because I want to cash in my super vote right now.
No.
Dadgummit. Are y'all choosing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over Legos?
I mean, Legos have no, like I said, they're just blocks that clip.
Have you seen the Lego movie?
Yeah.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were named after geniuses. Come on.
Yeah, Renaissance.
You know what?
Artists.
Geniuses, actual geniuses, love Legos because we can create.
This feels like a debate. Look at this.
Gosh, I don't have a vote. I'm ham-tied here or hamstringed here.
It's turtles.
Oh my gosh!
I fell on the sword for Mortal Kombat. I will not do it for turtles.
Transformers or Dungeons and Dragons?
Transformers.
Yeah, no question.
Those movies were really cool.
Trolls or Clue?
The game.
The movie is actually very fun. Did y'all know
Trolls has to be more fun than Clue, though.
Clue? Or Emily, are you saying the Trolls movie or the Clue movie?
Basically,
the Clue movie.
The toy and the franchise and the IP all in one.
Did you know, a little piece of movie trivia, for the original Clue movie, they filmed several endings.
Yes, I did.
With different murderers. And they ended up, the plan was to release them all. And when you went to go see it, you didn't know which ending you were going to get. But one ending tested so much better than the other ones with test audiences. They just went with that one. But
that would have been cool, though.
The Clue kind of whodunit, sort of like Jane Austen type of story is really having a moment right now. We got Knives Out franchise. We had, Death on the Nile, which I thought was a really good adaptation. White Lotus is like a murder mystery whodunit. Only Murders in the Building. We got to go Clue here. It's really having
because
a moment.
they've impacted society. It looks like.
I mean, like Trolls was like what you would like spin it on your pencil. I mean, like that's all you got. Clue. I agree with you. All right, here we go. G.I. Joe or Bratz with the Z on the end.
Oh, Bratz. I thought you said Rats.
I have to go with Bratz. Like Bratz were so big in my childhood. I recognize I'm the only one that's going to say it, but I'm with Bratz. And I thought the movie was fun. It was camp.
I have no attachment to either one of those things. So I don't even.
There you go.
I was never G.I. Joe.
I can't believe Bratz actually won. I thought it was going to be a dead loser.
Yeah.
Give it to Bratz. Here we go. Care Bears or Angry Birds?
I loved Care Bears so much. But that's my era.
I like Care Bears.
I wasn't into Care Bears, so I don't have any animosity towards him. But Cameron, I'll say if you had not said the word Angry Birds just now, I have forgot it even existed.
Yeah. That's why.
It was huge and then just kind of vanished,
All right, Care Bears. Okay, Battleship or Jumanji?
Battleship is still really fun to play.
It is.
And Battleship, the movie had Rihanna in it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But hold on. Okay, I never played the game Jumanji. The movie, The Rock and Kevin Hart, great.
Yeah. Huge too.
All of them.
Both the original and the remake, Yeah.
I think Jumanji's had a bigger impact. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Round 2, Barbie versus the Super Mario Brothers.
I'm going with Barbie.
Yeah, I'm going Barbie too.
Done.
All right. Next one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I can't believe made it past Legos. Or Transformers. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not bitter, but I am. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Transformers.
I feel like you got to go Transformers. When I saw the Mario movie,
I feel like they've had a bigger.
See, I'm going Turtles just personally, but I will respect your opinions.
2-1. You're outvoted. All right, Transformers makes it. Clue or Bratz?
Clue. No question.
Clue. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Care Bears or Jumanji?
Oh, Jumanji.
Yeah,
Care Bears.
All right, we're in the final 4. Here we go. Barbie or Transformers?
That feels like that is actually a movie with Barbie and Transformers hanging out.
I got to go Transformers on this one. I made my Barbie's case. Optimus Prime is the hero this country needs right now. He was just a good moral soul.
We're all looking for that.
Are we agreeing? Is this all agreeing?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Transformers makes it to the finals. Clue or Jumanji?
Jumanji.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's do it.
I would have gone Clue, but again.
Okay. I don't want to be the deciding factor.
No. 2-1. Okay, so championship here. Transformers or Jumanji? Best.
Transformers.
No, it's 2 toys in one. It is the best value in toys. If you want the truck, you got to truck. You want a cool
Legos are a million toys in one. Why are you saying?
You could say that about any block. I could say my Jenga tower. Now, look, man, I made it a shorter tower. Oh, cool. Look, I made a little fence out of it. That's fine.
I am so angry that Transformers and not Legos. I told Emily, if Legos isn't the winner, I'm burning this to the ground. We're not doing this ever again.
The Turtles. You could have picked a lame one.
All right, Transformers wins the Super Toy Bracket. Congratulations to Mattel.
You sound so bitter. Like you.
I am angry. Legos has been around since 1941. Why in the world transform?
Blame Michael Bay.
Well, before we wrap things up, I want to thank Mike Donehey for joining us today. Make sure to check out his new book. It's called Grace in the Gray, a more loving way to disagree, a message we all need. I threw that on there. That's not part of the title. Also, want to remind you, go check out the spring issue of Relevant. It is out now. We have Michael B. Jordan on the cover. We have Beth Moore. We have Fits in the Tantrums. And Anna of the North, and so many artists and leaders and other things that you want to check out. It's available for free at relevantmagazine.com. You can check it out there. You can also get the enhanced edition as part of Relevant Plus, which is the best way to experience our content. You find out all the information on that on the website. Make sure to check out relevantmagazine.com every day. We're covering the intersection of faith and culture and more. Right there. It's free. Why not? Check it out. Follow us on all the socials. You can also sign up for our daily newsletter where we send you our top 5 trending stories every weekday morning. It's a great way to keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on. Also, if you love the music you hear on the show, check out our Spotify playlist. We have Heard on the Relevant Podcast, which is all the music I play here on the show. We also have worship playlists, indie playlists, hip hop playlists. We update regularly. Great way to, soundtracks for your work days. Go check them out. It's on Spotify. Okay, on that note, we'll wrap it up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Jesse Carey.
I'm Jamie Ivey.
I'm Emily Brown.
We will see you on Friday. Have a great week, everyone.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Check out our features, interviews, and news updates every day at relevantmagazine.com. And make sure to follow Relevant on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for the latest. For more great podcasts, browse the shows on the Relevant Podcast Network, which you can find at our site. And while you're there, don't miss the all-new era of Relevant Magazine. A new issue releases every other month at relevantmagazine.com.
People still using jump drives?
Relevant Podcast Network.